know I should be used to it now, but it always blows my mind just how unaware people are of their surroundings. Like, you know, they don't know you're there until you're like right on top of them. Then you look at you like you're out of place. Like, what? Who put you there? It's like, dude, I was here the whole time. You just don't realize what's happening around you. It's kind of strange. It's like, well, it's the same thing. It's like navigating among the robots. It's fucking tough, man. I see a live one every once in a while. Like, I see a real person every once in a while. I can kind of tell because they look as annoyed as I do. Yeah, I just posted a video from, I think I shot it last night, or the day before, the night before. And I never talk about Trump. You know, how do I feel about it? I just think he's, you know, he's another player in the whole play, and you know, he's a Satanist, part of that system. He was trained by, he grew up with a guy that was like a mentor for him, who was a 33rd degree Mason. He's a Jesuit, sun worshiper, said him. Where you ever want to go see how much of a sun worshiper he is, look at his New York apartment, man. Fucking crazy. But he's entertaining. I've always enjoyed him because he's fun, he's funny. But, you know, I enjoy him in the same way like I enjoy Biden. They're just both funny characters, you know. But watching that thing unfold today, I had to resist, like, just look at it. I had to keep pulling myself away from it. Because I'm looking at it, and I'm just, like, looking at all the stuff. All the stuff. That I'm like, oh. And, like, you know, right now on Poll and 4chan, there's other schizos that are, you know, just pulling apart all the different things that people don't see, or they can't see, because what they do is they hit you in the feels. When you're emotionally compromised, your critical thinking skills or your ability to parse something like that out goes right out the window. You know, and I fall victim to that too. I remember when they had the missile strike here. Like 6 years ago now. Woke up to an alert from the you know, emergency system saying ballistic missile inbound to Hawaii. This is not a drill. This is not a. It made it pretty clear that there was something coming. A ballistic missile. The implication, I think, I mean, in my mind and most people, were North Korea, right? So right away, I'm in bed when this comes in. I wake up Nia, and I'm like, baby, there's a missile coming. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah. So we go in the bathroom, like that's gonna make a difference. But we were really cool about it. I called a friend here on the island that has some info, eyes on the ground in certain places. He was telling me what's going on from his vantage point over at Pearl Harbor. I'm not saying he works there or was there. He had a view of what was going on. And he said nothing looked abnormal. There were no drills going on. There was, you know, nothing happening. And so it was just weird, but we weren't freaking out. We were pretty cool about it. She called her parents, and you know, she's like, we're like, so who do anybody else want to say bye to? Because at the time, all right, we get it. At the time, it was emotionally affecting me. So I'm like, holy shit. Well, you know, so I was overcome with emotion. I mean, I wasn't like, you know, acting like a woman or anything, but my emotion centers were overtaking my thinking centers, you know, my critical thinking centers. So if they weren't at that time, I would say, why would someone nuke Hawaii? North Korea, of course, would be because at the time there was some stuff going on in North Korea. They were running drills and all this other stuff. So you know, first of all, nuclear weapons, as they've been explained to us, do not exist. There are no such thing as fucking nukes. You know, just go to Hiroshima. Now everything's fine. You can fucking drink out of everything. It's just like all that stuff they told you that would be happening if there was some kind of nuclear fallout. Just look up Galen and Windsor. The video's still on YouTube. It shows them eating uranium cake to show that nuclear waste, nuclear energy was completely harmless. And it's cheap. So I knew but I wasn't thinking that, because at the time I was thinking, well, we're gonna get blown up here. So I wasn't thinking there are no nukes, and if there were, why would they fucking nuke Hawaii? Like, what would the sense of that be in a tactical situation? Because they would just get attacked right back, and it would be they'd just wipe them off the map, or you know, whatever would happen. They would attack them back, right? So it just none of it made sense. But it wasn't the warning too. They were so specific about it not being a drill. You know, they left no wiggle room. They're like, this shit is happening. And then there was just like silence for a long time, like 20 minutes, like no updates. So everybody's waiting around for, you know, the inevitable. Then as time goes on, you start saying like, you know, I was trying to do the math in my head, counting down when it would get here. It said it was inbound 20 minutes, ETA. So when the 20 minutes passed, it was like, all right, well, we're still here. And then it took them like even longer to issue like a statement that saying, oh, it was error. It was an error. You know, someone sent it out by mistake. As if like the button is next to the button to call for fucking lunch or something. Like it's possible for there to be, because that's what they said was error. They pushed the wrong button. As if you keep the fucking nuclear missile warning button next to the fucking intercom or something. It's just retarded. It was stupid. I think something was happening. They thought something was coming. Turns out there was a decommissioned Israeli sub in the area. I don't know if this is, you know, common understanding or knowledge, or now I doubt it is, but that's what I found out later. I think what was happening is they were trying to trigger some kind of event. And it either was a mistake from them, like a false thing from them to make it look like they were attacking us, so that maybe people in America would just respond, or something did come in and it got shot down or something. But if it came in anyway, it would be just it would just be regular missiles, because first of all, there are no nukes, and second of all, their point wasn't to destroy the island. Really, it was just to cause an incident. So I don't know. I don't really. I haven't looked too much into that whole thing. I didn't care after a while. It was just like, whatever. You're never gonna really know, you know. But the point of the exercise is that I was so, at that moment, they had me in the feels, you know. So when you're emotionally compromised, you can't fucking think straight. So all these people that have witnessed this thing today, you know, they're wrapped up in the left-right war. They're wrapped up in the, you know, the two sides angry thing that's going on in this country. You know, the Zionists versus the possessed, and all the people caught in the middle, you know. So they're so engaged with that, and they feel so strongly about it that if you tried to tell them the reality of the situation, they would fucking want to kill you, you know. That's the whole problem with all this. Like, you can't ever really get people to understand how fucking constructed their world is, and it is. I mean, you know, the things that are real, right, are the people that you have in your life, your loved ones, the things you care about. Fuck, man, I'm always surrounded by people whenever I try to do one of these fucking things. Alright, yeah, okay. Know where to fucking turn. Hang on a second. I'm not putting on a show here for people. Let me go there. Fuck this. I'll go down here. The whole time back there trying to talk, and I'm just like, I got people right behind me. No one speaking to each other because no one talks to each other around here. So I'm just listening. You know, like I'm putting on a performance back there. So, fucking robots, man. I can't take it out much longer. We gotta get out of here soon. Out of this whole fucking construct. Probably out of Hawaii too. Me and Nia for the first time ever have been like, maybe you want to go back to Massachusetts, you know. The thing about Massachusetts is you know where shit is, you know. Like, you know, I don't mean where should we, you know where people are, you know. It's like, you don't go to that town, you can go to this town. You don't go to that town, you can go to this. Now sometimes the people that are in the bad towns kind of, you know, they try to mingle and you just got to avoid them. But here it's like everybody's on top of each other. And since they've been importing more and more fucking people that I fucking don't feel comfortable around. Because I generally don't feel comfortable around people that fucking hate me. You know? Like, I know a lot of the locals, islanders, like they hate white people and they hate me. But they probably hate me, right? But I haven't had a problem. Like, they don't, it's always cool for me. You know, but now we got people here who hate me and really make things uncomfortable. So it's like, fuck. It's nice weather and all that shit, but I don't know. I don't know if we'll make that move, but it's for the first time we're actually thinking about it. So I'm like, what's the point? It's like living in any other shithole city in USA. It's like, it's, you know, they brought, I thought I escaped global homo. They brought global homo to me. Motherfuckers. But yeah, so anything, this thing that happened today, I don't even want to mention it because I don't know what's going on with YouTube right now. And this is fucking good boy summer. I'm trying to keep my nose clean. Because I'm like right on the edge there as far as being able to, you know, upload here anymore. I always have channel 2, though. So if I ever disappear, you can find me over there. And here's the thing, too, that I want to point out. I just had this problem. I'm having this problem with Instagram now. Instagram's a good measuring stick for how all the other social media shit's gonna work. On Instagram, and the same thing with YouTube, they give you the ability to make second accounts. Alright? Second channels. A lot of people on YouTube have more than one channel. But then they want you to link them. Like, do you want a new channel? You could link this together. So you could have... Never fucking link your shit. Never. If you want to open another channel or another page or another Facebook page or another Instagram, anything social media, never link your shit together. Because if they don't like what you're doing on one, they're going to come after you on the rest of them. You know, what's going on with Instagram right now. Of course, I'm always in trouble with them. Because I don't know. It's like, I don't post anything too crazy. I mean, I never post anything knowingly like what they would consider like hateful or racist or nothing like that. Maybe some edgy memes, but nothing that would qualify as anything that would trigger terms of service. The problem is that they don't like, it's the anti-beast thing. It's the anti-beast thing. They don't like that shit. They don't like anti-circumcision posts. They get really mad about those. Certain political figures, especially being an election year, they get really fucking butthurt about that shit. So I ran afoul on one of my accounts, and now they're just shutting them all down. If I try to post on any of them, the ones that are connected anyway, and these are just, you know, stupid memes, like not even anything. I posted an ad for one of my videos, and they took it down. And now they're all, the accounts are kind of frozen, except for the one account that I didn't connect to the others. So with this channel 2 YouTube channel, this sucks. This isn't fucking exciting. I'm sorry to bore the shit out of you, but I'm getting to something, I think. Channel 2, my channel 2 is completely separate. I started with a different email, contact information. Never, ever link your shit. Because if you know, this channel is incredibly shadow banned. I had 5 community guideline strikes in 3 years. I'm surprised anyone even sees anything I upload here. But if my channel 2 was linked, I'd have the same problems there because I'm the same guy. They would punish me there for the things that happen here. So I have to keep them separate. If you ever do anything like that on social media, always keep your shit separate. Never link them. The only reason they keep offering you to link them is so that they can keep track of you. So that they can punish you if you're a bad boy. So, yeah, fuck them. But yeah, this whole thing today, it reminds me of 3/11 was an inside job. Same kind of energy. People are just really angry on all sides. And their emotions are drowning out their critical and analytical thinking skills. And in the people that have abstract thinking skills, it's kind of, you know, drowning that out too. Although there are a lot of citizens that don't have abstract thinking skills. And that's why we're talking about moving. But the thing is, with that, I can't say what I think. But if you've ever, you know, been here or visited me before in the past, you know what I think about it. What I always say about it. You know, but people don't want to hear that. They get really mad. You know, they'd want to take a shot at me saying that. It gets to a point where it's like, people don't want their shit challenged. They don't want their reality challenged. The great Charles Carroll said they would rather you die. They would rather you die than face the fact that they may not know what's really going on in their lives, you know? It's like waking up a heavy sleeper. Or a heavily sleeping retarded child with a fucking head injury. That's more like it. So yeah, I'd love to talk about it. I'd rip that fucking thing apart. So fucking stupid. But, I mean, people would just get too angry. Yeah, it was after, like, 3/11. Like, when that happened, I didn't know right away. But I'd say, like, within the week after. And, you know, I was telling some of my friends about it. And they didn't like that at all. They didn't want to hear any of that stuff at all. And I saw other people try to make, you know, talk about it in a larger context, too. To, you know, online or whatever. And people want to murder you because it just shakes the foundations of what they assume to be their reality, you know. So yeah, I saw it, you know, I looked at it, didn't have to look very long. I saw all the things like, oh, that's that, everything just, it's like having a highlighter pen going over like a paragraph, just underlining everything. You just see it. I know a lot of you are the same way when you look at this stuff, but no one wants to hear about that shit right now. And I wouldn't say anything to anyone about it right now either. I mean, I don't know when I'll be able to talk about that shit. And I mean, it's not all that important to me. But it's still interesting and still spiritual war based, and it's definitely not even tangentially, it's very directly related to spiritual warfare. But it's literally and unironically too soon. It's too soon. Everything's always so quiet here. Even on the street, man, like I was saying, no one talks to each other. It's a very dark city. Again, that's why I made you moving. Till next time. Thanks for dropping by. Don't blame the teacher. Blame the school.